Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. Happy Waggin Tales Wednesday. Got some good news for you. It's a big Predators gift, exciting prize pack. Woohoo, hoot nanny. I told you we were going to have it, and I've got all the details. I'm going to kick off the show right now. If you love the Nashville Predators, take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Miller from Mornings on Main Street. Join us March 23rd at Bridgestone Arena with the Nashville Predators for Main Street Media Night. I know Devin O'Day will be here.
You know I will be, Stephanie. Plus, you can register for a Predators prize pack. They were going to call it the Hockey Hoot Nanny, but they changed. So it's going to have 4 tickets and food vouchers. You got to register to win.
We're looking forward to seeing all of our Main Street Sports Today fans, right, Chris?
Absolutely, we are, and we could not do this without, of course, our owner, Dave Gould, and our friends here at Smashville.
Speaking of,
Where is Dave?
we will see you March 23rd for Main Street Media Night. Let's go, Prince!
Do I have the wrong night?
March 23rd, mark it down. Aren't you excited? Yes, we're going to go see the Predators. Well, right now, there's good happenings at Cheekwood. I had a friend that went this weekend and said, oh my gosh, spring has arrived at Cheekwood. And if you don't know about Cheekwood and you haven't been and you're in Middle Tennessee, you're missing out.
Hello, I'm Mary Weber. I'm the Director of Horticulture at Cheekwood Botanical Gardens. And today we are standing in the loggia celebrating our 5th anniversary of our orchid display. We're very excited about this celebration. As said, it is our 5th. And we wanted to go a little bit the extra mile and really immerse you in a cloud of blooming orchids. Our planning starts for these orchids months in advance, and we come up with our color schemes. So this year, we literally wanted to bring orchids from the floor up suspended to the ceiling, like again, a cloud of orchids. We have chosen certain orchids that do very well in this environment. And we've chosen a lot of Phalaenopsis, which are commonly called moth orchids, and Dendrobiums are in some of our boxes. They're very easy to grow, and the purples and the whites are some of our more classic colors. This year also we picked out foliage that will complement and enhance the color of our orchids. So we have a lot of spathiphyllums and Rosia picta, calatheas, and pothos, and the Boston ferns here. Other than our suspended planters to create that cloud effect, we also have the living panels, and our choices of colors are in a gradient pattern to bring your eye and immerse yourself into the various colors. All the orchids are irrigated with a drip system. However, we do have to do some hand watering as well. Most orchids do not like to be overly wet. It can cause root rot, and that disallows nutrients to go up through the stems to feed your plant. For those of us that like to have orchids at home, not necessarily hundreds of orchids, but that orchid on a table or in a windowsill, I always suggest, a nice mixture with some peat that can hold some moisture. Just don't overwater. This particular display here in the loggia has over 800 orchids. A new addition this year was our foyer entrance area. We added orchids along the sweeping staircase to really welcome you and start the orchid experience as soon as you walk in the doors. I hope that you will come and see and immerse yourself in our orchid celebration this year. Not only do we have the orchids here in the loggia, we've got them throughout the house. And the experience is one that I think will really lighten your spirit because they are absolutely lovely and brighten a winter day. Our celebration of orchids goes through March 5th here at Cheekwood, and we would love to see you out here.
I love orchids, and I love how they seasonally change something that every part of the season, there's beauty going on at Cheekwood, cheekwood.org. You can find out more about them. Well, I'm a fan of pit bulls. I think they're adorable. I think they had the worst PR agency in the world, and their dogs are an issue wherever you go. There are a lot of things. Every breed has something that they have to deal with, but this particular Daily Giggle is a couple of pit bull buddies, one who doesn't walk very well and one who walks very well. And the owner came around a solution. Now, this is all brought to you by 50 Forward, and we'll tell you why right after this.
Come on, come bring your brother. Let's go. Oh my God.
Okay, some ideas aren't so great. And I thought, why not have a double Daily Giggle today? A tiny pony and a horse are buddies. And these two had been separated because of a medical issue. And I love a reuniting video. What about you?
Oh, mister. Hiya. Did you miss him? Oh, my heart. Good boy. Oh, those noises. Oh. Did you miss him?
Now, as much as you don't know, horses become buddies. They are herd animals. They don't like to be alone. So people who have one horse and they go, well, he's just not acting right. He's out in the pasture and he's not acting right. They're herd animals, donkeys, herd animals. And so they always develop their little buddies, even if they're not just like them. So I thought that was a kind of a cool thing to have on a Waggin' Tales Wednesday. Speaking of Waggin' Tales, you can find a lot of them at the Nashville Zoo. And some of them belong to dinosaurs. All right, this week it starts March the 10th. It's going to be fun, Dino Trek, and it's a daytime exhibit, so you can enjoy that. Take the kids out. It is a lot of fun. I mentioned the Daily Giggle every day brought to you by 50 Forward, and they are urging you to be part of the All of Us campaign for the National Institute of Health. What does it mean? Well, every now and then I have to tell you a little bit about the All of Us research study. They want you to be a part of it. They are looking for 1 million people. They've had over 600,000 join, but we need to hear from you.
We are one nation, one people. When called upon to give from within, we come together and find that our capacity to help others is limitless. What lies inside all of us is more than data. It's life. It's more than insight and medical research. It's vision and honor and compassion. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. The next great breakthrough will be found in each and every one of us, And what we find there will unlock mysteries and eradicate disease. We ask for 1 million individuals to come forward and stand on this landmark in history. All of us are different, and it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic? Well, our motivation moment is a memorial today. Tammi Arender did an amazing story at the Musicians Hall of Fame with Michael Rhodes. And Michael Rhodes has played on more hits than just about anybody you know. He's a bass player, and he was the consummate picture of cool and a good guy. Everybody loved to be on stage with him. Everybody loved to hire him. He's from my hometown. And so I thought we would share a little bit of his story. Thank you to Tammi Arender, who covered it for, she works for RFD Television, and she covers a lot of great stories. And this one was for the Northeast Louisiana Music Trail. And she was part of this story. And I thought it was really poignant. We lost Michael this weekend, and it just reverberated around backstage Nashville, and a lot of people, you've probably seen postings on Facebook. If you have any friends in the music industry in Nashville, you've probably seen the post about Michael Rhodes. Well, here's our story. A great guy, and the world is a lot dimmer because he is no longer here.
This is what the office looks like for Michael Rhodes, a recording studio in Nashville. His desk, a music stand. His computer, a bass guitar. It's a long way from his hometown, West Monroe, Louisiana, and his uncle's farm in Oak Grove.
And I picked cotton when I was a kid, and I worked and loaded and threw hay and all that kind of stuff. And that was one of the things that I knew I wanted to be a musician and not pick cotton, I can tell you that.
Rhodes moved to Nashville in 1977. He quickly found session work, playing on songs for the Dixie Chicks, Carrie Underwood, Vince Gill, Bob Seger, even Leanne Womack's I Hope You Dance. It's this very bass that has kept the rhythm on countless hits. It's his instrument of choice and God's gift of creativity that has allowed him to follow his dream.
Some artists are very specific, and some songs call for a very specific approach because of the way they're written. Other songs are just loosely written, and actually we're encouraged to interpret and put jewelry on it, and make it look nice and hear and sound nice.
Rhodes has had such an impact on music as a renowned bass player that he's been inducted into the Musicians Hall of Fame. It's the place in Nashville where you can see what you've heard. It gives a face to the literal unsung heroes of the most iconic songs. Also inducted in this class, singer-guitarist Steve Wariner. He says he's honored to be going in with fellow musician and longtime friend Michael Rhodes.
Michael Rhodes, I've known him forever, and he has played on tons of my records. I love him. When I walk in the room and he's on my records, you just know you're secure, you're safe. And he and Eddie Bayers together was like magic, So Michael Rhodes, well-deserved, man.
Rhodes still does studio work, but also tours with Grammy Award-winning blues artist Joe Bonamassa, providing more than 4 decades of rhythm to some of music's greatest songs and a satisfying note to his own life.
At an early age, I knew that that's what I was going to do. It was rewarding, it was fulfilling to me, it was, passionate.
He lived every day with that passion, and was touring with Joe Bonamassa at the time of his passing. And he wasn't on tour when he passed, but he still had a place in that band, and it just played just a few weeks before. And it was one of this part of a group that played weekly down at 3rd and Lindsley. And it's just, we're going to miss him, Michael Rhodes, and lived with that passion every day. May we all live with that kind of passion. We're going to take a little city tour now, heading first to Murfreesboro. Something new. We're going to go to the Murfreesboro guys.
What's up, everybody? Got an update on everybody's favorite milkshake shop here in Murfreesboro, Reeve Sane Pharmacy. They will officially be open this coming Monday, March 6th, and their hours are going to be Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., closed Sundays, and they're going to offer all the same stuff that they used to offer, and then some. Actually, come in and see for yourself. Check them out when they open, and of course, the wonderful milkshakes. So Monday, 8 o'clock, they're open for business. We'll see you there.
Occasionally, if someone's asking like what I do, I'll just say, you know, I'm one of the teachers at Station Camp and I do the plant science pathway, and I'll mention the baskets because everyone knows what they are. They're like, oh, we always wondered where those come from. So I think what a lot of people don't realize is you'll actually end up cutting a hole in this fabric and then you'll insert the plants. So they kind of actually hang out the side. So once you have your fabric cut, then you'll fill it with soil. You have this tube here in the middle, and that's actually how the plants will get water. We'll fill that up with water. So these tubes actually, they have holes in them. So again, when you're giving water in the tube, there's other holes so the water can come out. There's also holes in the bottom, or it just doesn't have a bottom because the basket has holes in the bottom of it. So it drains that way.
Well, we do a layer of dirt or soil, and then we do a little layer of fertilizer, then more dirt, fertilizer, and then we do top coat of soil just underneath this so it has room.
One has already bloomed. So this is Royal Velvet. It's a returning color from last year. We also have another really red, and then he's ordered some different colors. We have latte, and then we also have a Picasso in purple. So it's like a brighter purple with like a lime green edging. So it'll be really interesting to see how they all mesh this year. There's 4 colors instead of 3. This is the first year that we've done 4 colors instead of 3. So there's no pattern this year. So we'll see how they all look. Kind of rotate it and go to the next one. So it's really cool that they get to see it from beginning to end. You know, even when they drive around the square in the summer, they're like, oh, I'll put those together.
Well, we're going to head to East Nashville now. 5 points. We got a parade coming up to get your Irish on. We've got special guest Connor Doolin, who is joining us. Hi, Connor.
Hi, Devin. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You cannot get a more Irish name than Connor Doolin.
That's true. My middle name is Daniel.
See, you are Danny boy, aren't you? Well, let's talk a little bit about this wonderful parade coming up to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. That's my favorite holiday. So
Cool.
let's talk about it.
Sure, yeah. I believe it's the first parade in 19 years in Nashville.
And it's going to be right through East Nashville. And if you wait until St. Patrick's Day, you might miss it.
Right. So it's actually the day after. It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, right after St. Patrick's Day. So just stay
That's
up.
right.
Just
That's
stay
it.
up.
I'm not sure whose idea it was. I think it was mine. Sorry.
It's all right. Saturday's the day for the parade. That's what you want. You want it to be on Saturday and the Saturday after, and it won't bother anybody who is Irish, because everybody who wants to put wear the green, you're not through on St. Patrick's Day.
Sure, yeah. So it's being presented by the Irish Network Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And we're a new networking group launched in December. So we're trying to bring all the Irish community in Nashville together.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So when did you start this networking group?
Well, it was incorporated in October. Even before that, we were having, you could say, working group meetings to have a board and to decide what we were going to do. And then the idea of a parade kind of came up from the very start. And the idea was to bring back a very small, modest, achievable event this year in 2023. So we're not getting too carried away. It's going to be marching groups. And then after the parade, there's going to be live music in 4 of the venues in 5 points.
Oh, that's so much fun. Now, of course, the parade is going to be free. They're going to just, I always say, if you're going to drive anywhere downtown, don't worry about parking. Just Uber or
Right.
Lyft
Yep.
in, take a cab, get in and enjoy yourself. And so you don't have to worry about parking, the hassle of parking.
Yeah, so it's going to be a short parade, South 10th, Woodland, South 11th, Russell Street, and the venues. Is it okay if I can mention the venues?
Please mention
Yeah.
the venues.
So there will be an Irish traditional music session in the 5 Points Diner, led by Olivia Dunn and Carol Kersey. And then you have a folk singer, great folk singer, Josh O'Keefe in Boston Commons. And you'll have the Sternwheelers, who will be playing in Drifters. And you'll also have Green Wing, who will be playing in Beyond the Edge. So these venues are very close together. And the music will start around 11 o'clock till, let's say, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Oh, that is fantastic. Connor, you put something really, really special together. Well, I know, speaking for myself, I'm very interested in this networking group. Do you have to be from Ireland or can you be of Irish descent?
No, it's for everybody. It's for Irish people. It's for Irish Americans, Scots Irish, friends of Ireland is how is how we put it. If you have an affinity for the culture and for the people, you're more than welcome. So you can find us on all social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We're on everything.
So and give us the name one more time.
So it's Irish Network Nashville.
Irish Network Nashville.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to speak out. I know a whole group of people who are going to Ireland with me April 15th.
Sounds good.
And when we come back, we're going to all join your group because I know what happens. Ireland gets into your soul.
Yes, it's a magic place. That's for sure.
Well, you're going to bring the magic here, and that is Saturday, March 18th in 5 Points. That is East Nashville for those people who are wondering.
That's right. So we are gathering at 9 o'clock on South 10th Street. The parade will step off at 10 a.m. If I can talk about a few groups that are taking part.
Please.
Yeah. So Nashville Fire, Pipes and Drums, Nashville Pipes and Drums, two different groups.
Yes.
The Ancient Order of Hibernians. So it's the largest Irish American group in the United States. Nashville Gaelic Athletic Club. So we play Ireland's national games of Gaelic football and hurling, which is like a field hockey game. All the dancing schools, the music schools, and Sister Cities Franklin, and who else can I say? Oh yeah, so there's good representation of the Irish community.
Oh, it's going to be a huge week. It starts actually, I always say that Irish Week starts on Saturday and Sunday at the Williamson County Performing Arts Center with the Nashville Irish Step Dancers. They're going to be there doing an incredible step dancing Irish Fire. And all week things are going to be going on all the way through the culmination on Saturday.
Yeah. So the step dancers, as you mentioned, will also be there. The Nashville Irish Music School, the Scott Ellis School of Irish Dance as well. Yeah.
And I always want to warn parents, when you take your kids to that, when you have little girls and little boys and they see the dancing going on, it's infectious. You have to become a dancer. And I watch it, and they all want to sign up for the schools right after the one of these events. So just get ready. You're going to have a kid who wants to dance.
Sure. And if there's any group out there who want to take part, we're still taking applications. If you want to participate, if you reach out to our email address, irishnetworknashville@gmail.com, they'll get in touch with me or one of our board members, and we can send out an application form. So we're still happy to take applications.
Well, I may even twist your arm to come back on next week and remind people about all this, because I know that there's going to be, after this, there's going to be people who get in touch with you to say, hey, we want to be part of it too. So there's still room in the parade for more. It's a parade and it's coming up next Saturday, and we want to make sure that you guys are a part of it. Connor Doolin, thank you.
Thank you, Devin. Slán a Bhaile.
Oh, see, that's a new one. I heard Sláinte, but
Sláinte is cheers or good health. Slán a Bhaile is to have a safe journey home.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that made me tear up.
All right.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Connor. You have a great rest of your day. See you
Take
soon.
care, Devin. Thank you very much. Bye now.
Bye. Okay, Katie, tell them I'm excited about going to Ireland. Oh my gosh, where are my people at? I got to talk to everybody. Steve Burney, hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? We've got so much stuff going on. The beauty at Cheekwood. I know that's what Elizabeth's talking about. It's so cool. So glad to have you with me every day, Elizabeth, and Angie every day. I love it. Troy Castellano, who sings our theme song at the end of every show. Michelle, hi, sunshine. So good to have you here. And my sweet Sarah Morgan, who has got some new stuff. We got to have you on, Sarah. Sarah, she's a musician, an incredible singer, and just love her like she's my spirit daughter. Michael passing saddens me greatly, one of the few of our neck of the woods, and he made me feel so at home. He will be sorely missed. Yes, 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 indeed. Leslie is with us, loving the orchids. Had several when I lived in Germany. Oh, I love it. Corinne going, go Sabres. Yes, yes. Okay, Leslie. Hi, everyone. I think I've got everybody. Yeah, I think I've done all of our shout outs. You guys, it's going to be a great, great weekend coming up. It kicks off Irish Week, and I'm so glad that you're part of what we're doing. Remember the Music City Irish Fest is going to be at the mall at Opry Mills. Oh my goodness. But we got a quick story before we get out of here. I want to head to Clarksville real quick before we get gone.
It is time now for our Wednesday workout segment. I am introducing you to Pure Barre Clarksville. Pure Barre is said to be a great way to build strength, lengthen muscles. We meet up with Kelly Williams, who shares when the class will be opening up to those in the Sango area of Clarksville.
Lifting your knees, right, Pure Barre is a unique concept. It's a combination of ballet, Pilates, and yoga that's all musically driven. So it's all done to music. It's a total body 50-minute workout that is high intensity, but it's low impact. And Pure Barre is so unique in that it's about culture and community. We have Wind Down Wednesdays, sip-in shops, bring your boat to the bar, bar to bar, where you go to Pure Barre and then we go to a bar after. We support like local small businesses, and so that's what's so unique about Pure Barre is that you really go with a girlfriend, you go with your friend, and you develop a community within the studio, and that's why it's so important to bring to Clarksville and to the Sango area. Pure Barre allows you to build long, lean muscles. So our studio is going to be on Madison Street in the new Milan building, and we're going to open in early spring of 2023. I think a lot of the misconception is that it's hard to start a workout routine and to stay in it. And so we do a lot of accountability, like I'll call you and say, hey, we haven't seen you, and we keep you accountable. But then the friends and the community that you develop in Pure Barre also keeps you accountable. You go in and you sign up to take a class, and like that is your meeting with yourself to better yourself and improve yourself. We're just super excited about building out the Clarksville community and bringing something as unique and great for everyone as Pure Barre is. Love it.
I have to thank Kelly for her time and telling us about Pure Barre Clarksville. I have to say I've taken part in Pure Barre classes in another area and saw great results. So looking forward to when this workout comes here to our area.
You can check out right before my show is Stephanie Miller's Mornings on Main Street. Thank you, Stephanie, for all the good work you do. And she also hosts This Week in Clarksville, also on our Main Street Clarksville page. Well, glad to have you with us. Be safe, everybody, and be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved. Here's Troy Castellano now.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.